I'm Kelly, and this is Kelly Hill Yoga. Welcome to today's practice. We are going to vibe out, get moving and grooving to increase our blood flow, get our energy levels up, and find just a really, really amazing class to cleanse the mind of all of those I need tos and I have tos. So a little bit different today. We are going to start in forward fold today. So when we let's come up to the top of our mat here and just gently, let's find a full body stretch here, lengthen out, big breath, and then bend your knees really generously and slowly come down into a forward fold here. So taking advantage of this beautiful posture here and increasing blood flow. So we're going to hold here for about 20 or so breaths. Just really letting the back of our body find some space. And let's start to just kind of focus our mind on our breathing here. So as you inhale through the nose, see if you can elongate that inhale a little bit, and then exhale. Let the upper body get a little bit softer. So that chest, shoulders, all through the neck, soften on your exhale here. If you're not ready for stillness, just sway yourself side to side, grab the elbows, whatever feels yummy here. Take the feet wider, as much or as little bend in the knees as you want. You can kind of walk the knees a little bit too. Just finding some length in our body here, especially if you've sat all day. Ooh, this can feel just so yummy. Shake that head out a little bit. When we have our heart above our head like this, it's just really, really wonderful way to get that blood flow, that circulation moving and grooving. That heart rates, or that heart works a little bit harder. Let's do just 3 more really soothing breaths here. In fact, let's take it a little bit deeper. And exhale to let go. 2 more times, breathing in really deep. And then let go. Last one here, breathing in all the way down to the soles of your feet. And then exhale, letting go. And then slowly roll up to stand here. 1 vertebra at a time. Rising up, head will be last. We don't want to get lightheaded, rising up too quickly here. Give your body time to calibrate. And then inhale, reach those arms up, nice and tall. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms up towards the sky, and exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale to center, exhale over to the right. Inhale to center, exhale, fold forward again. Beautiful. Coming down here for 3 more breaths. Maybe we have a little bit more space. Perhaps you're finding a bit more stillness. Just getting ourselves into this practice. And your mind isn't going to be like a light switch where you just flip it on. It's okay to gently guide yourself. Slowly, and the more we move, the more we match our breath and body, the more that focus will come into the present moment. All right, next breath in, inhale, halfway up, lengthen through the spine here, pull those shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Last one, breathing in, halfway up, lengthen out. And then fold down. Slowly roll up to stand again. Beautiful. Head last to rise. Inhale, reach those arms up. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms up towards the sky. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Starting to move a little bit quicker now. Inhale back to center. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. This time, lead with your head and heart, kind of this reverse swan dive as you come up. Breathing in, 1 more round, interlace those fingers, flip the palms up, exhale to the left. Inhale to center, exhale over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands here, and we'll step right into a downward dog. So stepping those legs back. Now getting a little bit lower in the legs here. We're going to open up the back of our lower legs here. So inhale, lift your hips up, come up high on the toes. Exhale, melt the heels down. 2 more. Inhale up, coming up high on the toes, lifting the hips. Exhale, melt those heels down. Last one. Breathing in, high on the toes. Exhale, lower down. Beautiful. Big breath in here. Slowly lower down to tabletop. Knees underneath the hips. Hands walk underneath the shoulders here. Find your way into cow pose. So big breath, chest leads forward, gazes up without crunching in the back of the neck. Tailbone reaches up. Exhale, round through the spine, cat pose. Let's do that 2 more times. Beautiful. Exhale, rounding through. Come into that cat pose. Last one. Pulling that heart, lifting that tailbone into that cow. And then coming through to cat. When you find this cat, shift your hips back, almost to child's pose here. And then lower down onto the forearms and see how low you can get yourself down to the mat. And then rise up to cow. And we'll start to repeat that. So rounding through the spine, tailbone kind of pulls down. Back to that child's pose. Inhale, coming onto the forearms, staying nice and low. Rise up to cow. Finding just a bigger movement in the spine and adding our hips to that party too. Move real slow through here. Pause if somewhere feels really yummy. Awesome. Last round. Coming up back to that cow pose. Now pulling the belly button nice and close. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back to downward dog again. Let's build on that wonderful movement of waking up our spine here. So from downward dog, take a beautiful breath in, round through the spine, come forward to high push-up or plank here. Bend the knees. Push the hips or pull the hips back and up to downward dog and start to repeat that. So inhale, round forward, come to that plank, exhale, slide back to downward dog. If this is a little bit too much, you're not quite ready for this morning or whatever time you're practicing, you can repeat that child's pose and cat-cow little variation we did just a moment ago. So bending the knees, sliding back. Let's do one more. Come into that plank. Bend those knees. Coming back. Awesome. Now settling in here. Spread those fingers well. See if you can find stillness now for just a few breaths. Smoothing out that inhale. Smooth out that exhale. All right, next breath in, bend your knees. Take a little walk back to the top of the mat. Back to forward fold here. Shaking it out. Open and close the hands a couple of times here. Inhale, lift yourself up halfway, nice and long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stand. Reach. Exhale, hands come down to the heart. Let your body catch up a little bit. Let the breath catch up. All right, let's go through a salutation here. Just get our heart rate up a little bit more here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold, hinge down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank here. Inhale to press the mat away. Exhale to slowly lower down. Let's go all the way down to the belly. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, make your way to downward dog, however you need. Awesome. Bend those knees, big breath in. Exhale to step to the top of the mats. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Beautiful. Exhale, hands come down to the hearts. Soften those shoulders. Put a little smile on your face. Taking this time for yourself. Thank yourself. You made it here. Sometimes it's just having that discipline to log on, find that video. You're doing it. All right, inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, fold. Melt it down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right foot back here. Runner's lunge. Lowering the hips down. Squeeze your eyes together here. Rise up to crescent or high lunge. Reach and lengthen in that right leg. Sink down. Bending in that front knee a little bit deeper. Big breath in. Exhale, twist to the left. So that right hand comes forward, left hand reaches back. Holding here. Bring your left hand to the outside of that left hip. Inhale, reach that right arm up, finding some length. Another option with that left hand is to reach it back towards the back of that right thigh here. Just finding whatever support you need. Strong gaze, strong body, strong breath. Inhale to reach back up, lengthen out. Exhale, float those hands down. Step the right foot back up to meet the front, forward fold. Shaking it out here. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand. Big breath in. This time, interlace those fingers, everything except index fingers, and reach for a little baby back bend. And then release, fold it back down. Inhale, halfway up. You're doing great. Continue to breathe. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. This time, left foot. Step it back, runner's lunge. Set your feet up. Breathe and rise up to that crescent or high lunge on this other side. Bending in that front knee. Lowering those hips down. All right, inhale. Exhale to twist to the right. Left arm forward, right arm back. Finding your balance. Same option on this other side. Right hand can come to the hip as you reach that left arm up. Or you can take this right hand and reach it towards the back of that left leg. Sinking those hips down. Keep your balance. Inhale to come back to center, both arms up. Fold down, framing that front foot. Step the right foot back to plank, a little bit different. Inhale to press the mat away. Exhale down to the belly. Inhale up to cobra. Keep those elbows in. Exhale to your downward dog. Awesome. We're going to have a little bit more active recovery here from those two sides. So holding in this downward dog. If you want to come down to child's pose and take a little break, take a little break. This is your practice. Holding here in this pose. All right, let's take a big breath in. Reach that right leg up. Lengthening out. Exhale, right knee over to the left elbow here. Inhale to three-legged dog. Right knee to the right elbow here. Inhale, three-legged dog. Now, slowly with control, bring that knee to nose and then step between the hands, runner's lunge. Awesome. Lowering those hips down. Find your strength here. Rise up, back to that crescent lunge. In this high lunge here, reach those arms up. Find as much length and space in the front of the body here. And then exhale, reach those arms back, lean over that front leg without resting your belly on that thigh. So you're not having that advantage of that belly kind of being too much on that thigh. You're really active in this little baby hover here. As you continue to breathe in and out, bend that front knee, maybe even deeper, lowering those hips. Inhale to rise up, back to that high lunge. Exhale to warrior two, sinking down here. Flip this front palm up and back, peaceful. So keep a bend in that front knee, create space in that right side body. Exhale into side angle. Your choice here, forearm on that thigh or down to the mat. Remembering to breathe, not holding your breath here. Really bending that front knee. A little bit different. Inhale, reach up and back, but straighten in your front leg now. And then exhale. Bend back in that front knee, back to your runner's lunge. Come high on the back toes and lower the hips down. Reach that head and chest forward. Inhale. Exhale, pull the hips back, extended pyramid here. Awesome. Melting that heart down, reaching those hips back. Bend back in that front leg, back to your runner's lunge. Step the right foot back to plank. And this time, option to continue coming down to the belly for this flow. Or if you want to, you can rock out, coming into that chaturanga to up dog, switching up that vinyasa a little, and slowly making your way to downward dog is where we'll meet. Getting right into the other side here. Inhale, left leg, reach it up. Exhale, bring that left knee over to that right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee to that left elbow. Inhale to extend. With control, slowly bringing that knee towards the nose and then stepping to the top of the mat. Runner's lunge here. Lowering those hips down. Find your balance. Then rise up to that crescent or high lunge here. Tiny little back bend if you wish. Holding here. Inhale. And then exhale. Reach those hands back. Hover over that front leg here. Bending in that knee. Belly is not resting on that thigh. We're really active. Strong gaze to help with that balance. Reaching those fingertips back. 2 more breaths. You can do anything for 2 breaths. Press into that front foot. Rise back up to that crescent. Next exhale, warrior two. Woo. Front leg is a little fiery. That's okay. All right, flip that front palm up and back, peaceful. Exhale to side angle. Bend that front knee. Lengthen that right side body. All right, right, one more inhale and exhale. Breathe in, reach up and back, extend in that front leg. Exhale to cartwheel it down. Runner's lunge, high up on those back toes here. So rotating that foot, lowering the hips down, reach that chest. And then exhale, pull the hips back. Extended pyramid on this other side here. Not locking out that front knee here either. Bend in that front knee, back to your runner's lunge, and walk your hands over to the right here. So you end up in a wide leg forward fold. Letting that upper body kind of melt down, shaking it out. Use this posture to let everything slow down here. Just how we began, that chest and shoulders is really soft. Hands can be down on your mat. Forehead, you can grab a block if you want. Rest that forehead on a block. You really want this to be nice and active. You can grab onto the ankles or the big toes here. How much tension can you take out of the hamstrings so those sit bones kind of drift up towards the sky? Slowly lift yourself up. Nice halfway lift here. Heel toe your feet in, or hop them, skip them, jump them to your yogi squat width, turning those toes out as much or as little as you need, and then lower yourself down into that yogi squat. Sink those hips down and back. Let those thighs drift outward. And that heart rate might be still a little bit elevated, and that's totally okay. Your body is doing some really, really cool things right now. So just really enjoy the flow that is happening. That heart rate's increased. That breath rate might still be a little increased. I know mine is. All those wonderful endorphins your body has going. One more big breath in here. And then slowly come down to seated. Extend the legs out in front of you, nice and long. Little bend in the knees. Inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale to come back up, rolling up. A little bit dynamic fold here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise back up, reach. Last one, folding down. Doing your best not to kind of grab onto something and force yourself into that fold. Just allow yourself to be passive. Come up to seated here, nice and tall. Soles of the feet come to the mat here and scoot yourself so you have enough space to lower down onto the back here. So a little bit of core work here, reaching those arms out. Plant your feet as strongly as you can, and then slowly roll yourself down. Totally accept the fact if you need to have the hands on the back of the thighs to give yourself a little bit more space and room to have that nice slow lower, so you're not just flopping back, and then a big yummy full body stretch when you make it to the bottom. Exhale, bring those knees into the chest. A little sway side to side. Reach your arms out to the sides here. Soles of the feet come down to your mats. And just let both knees drift over to the right. So a little bit of a gentle twist here. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat as much as you can. Close the eyes for this last little bit of time to yourself so you can really just cultivate awareness of sensations in the body here, breathing into any unnecessary tension. Exhale to kind of let it go away, drift away with that breath. Activate the belly just a little bit here to help bring those knees up through center. Gentle little hop of the hips over to the right, and then let the knees drift over to the left. So the hips hop in the opposite direction where the knees are going to drift over to. And now that you're slowing down and the eyes perhaps are closed, those I need tos and have tos sometimes can drift a little bit easier into the mind when you're not so focused on moving with breath and body. So having the discipline to just truly stay present here in this space. Knees back up through center here. Hug them in one last time. Take a moment here if you want to do Apanasana or continue with this knees into the chest. You can rock out a happy baby if you want. And then extend both legs nice and long. Walk the shoulders so you're nice and broad across the chest. So walk those shoulders underneath you. Palms up or down. Close the eyes. Just being a little bit playful here with the breath. Kind of nudge our nervous system into that rest and digest a little bit more. We're going to inhale through the nose. Breathing all the way down, past the belly, into that pelvic floor. And then as you exhale, imagine that breath is exhaling down through the soles of your feet. So breathe in through the nose. Exhale, push that breath down and out through the soles of the feet. One more time. You can continue, that's playing around, breathing in, and then breathing down and out, or you can let go of that little cycle and let the body drift into just an organic breath here. Finding more and more softness and stillness with each and every breath. More than welcome to continue to stay here, taking this time for yourself, accepting these next few moments and anything that arises and breathing into it and letting it go through that exhale. I thank you truly for this time, space, and energy we shared today. Honor every little bit of time we get to have. Thank you. And I love you.